Howdy guys, these are the new stat track sheets that are released. I have 3 of them here. This one I want to worry about. This one's huge. This is for myself. This is to pretty much go over literally everything in the game. I want to worry about this, but these ones are rather important. This one, you don't have that much stuff, but it goes over receives, doesn't go over dives. So if you want to go over dives, you'll have to make another one with this. Goes over spikes, sets, blocks, and covers. Then I listed 3 of these here in a row, just so you can quickly put set 1, set 2, set 3 of a scrim. If you need any more, you can just copy and paste it. But if you have stats over here, as you're deleting the stats, you can just add them in over here, and you can have your overall stats in here. So if you add stats for a month, you can have your monthly stats. Then if you want the next month's stats, you can just copy and paste this, place this down here, just go over that, do it again. And all these stat tracks will be in the description, so if you want to use these, they'll just be down there. So this stat track is the team stat track. I did the same thing as I did with the single person stat track. Basically, I made 3 of these so that you can do it per set. 1, 2, 3. So basically, really simple. You make someone's name in here. If I put Nico, you'll see it auto fills these other grids. So in each quadrant, it fills the name. So that just makes it really, really easy. Put a spike, put 2 misses, put like 5 rect spikes. It does all the stats for you. Same with this one. It does all the stats for you. You don't have to touch anything except for the stuff that you see in game. So if you miss something, you can just put another miss real quick, stuff like that. It'll all go right here. And as you can see, points missed, it'll show over there he missed that many points. Then if you're doing a stat track for a whole team, it'll showcase all of their spike percents, literally everybody, and the overall points that are being missed in this game. Before I release this, I'll have a points per set thing released, probably right here. I'll have a points per set put down. I just forgot to do that, but in this you basically just write a new name, write their stats. This is the overall thing, so this is what you get just from over here. So place a name, it'll copy it over here, just start putting the information, and you can start typing up. On this sheet it's up to like 35 players. Most teams are not going to need more, but if you need more, you can just copy and paste this bottom part, bring it down, and it should work just fine. On my own personal stat track, I don't recommend using this one just because it has so much information, like corners, mid, long, straights, the mid version of each. Then it has a ton of different things for shorts. All of this is for shorts, and this is copy and pasted, for receives, miss dives, delays, rec delays, miss delays. Literally every single function in the game pretty much. There's every form of short, every form of long. Then the percents made of every single category of those right here. If you just want to write normal stats and have all these statistics, you honestly could just put it in the top, write it in the corner or the short only, and you can use this stat track too, just with less data. And if you want to play around with it, do specific things, I have these saved up. So all the boxes for receives, if I add an equal sign, all of these boxes will show up over here so that you can play around with it, choose whatever you want with it. And down here, this is all the stats that people are going to try to look for. So total stats overall shows you how many of, like, if you're hitting more apes than dunks, if you're hitting more dunks and quicks, stuff like that. You can see it right here and see am I trying something a little too often, something like that. Try to even it out. Then same with like what am I missing? Like five of my delays have been received out of the 11, stuff like that. So you can see it really easily. And in this bottom section with the orange and red, this is the stuff that I think is the most important. This is per set, how much you're spiking, how much you're receiving, how much you're missing. And you can see per game how many points you're dropping. Like me, on receives I'm not really dropping stuff, but on spikes I am. You know, I'm dropping about one point per game on spikes and apes, and I'm dropping about, you know, a point every 3 out of 4 games on receives. So just, you know, good statistics to see. And, you know, you can use this to see, what should I work on this week? You know, this is my problem, this is what I need the most work on, and you can just go straight to that, and you can see it yourself through statistics itself. So that makes it really easy. This stat track is so big that you can't really do a like one game session. I mean, you can copy and paste it down here, have this be your, you know, overall stat track, have this be your like 1 to 3 sets, which is probably what I'll use it for every once in a while. But if you're wanting to use this one, most likely what you're gonna have to do is, you know, put the stats in after, like record it, watch your recording back and everything, versus this one's so simplistic, you can do it right in the middle of the scrim. You know, it's all set out for you. It's only like 20 entry boxes, versus this one, which this above area is about 100, 150, another 150, something like that. There's 500 entry boxes in total. I don't know the exact numbers of each area, but there's a lot. There's a crazy amount. There's about 20 on here, 500 on this one. On the team stat track, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's literally 7 per player for the spikes, and it's 6 for the receives. So 6 plus 7, right? So it's only 13 per player. So it's not a crazy amount. Plus, how games go on, you know, someone set a ball, someone spikes a ball or misses the spike, you know, then the other team plays it, takes a while, you know, then you most likely will miss a receive, and you know, just everything resets. The game usually doesn't go that fast, to where if you're playing in the game, unless you're getting a long rally, just have everybody keep track of what they're doing. And if your team's doing points, have one person do, you know, the scrim commands, and have another person stat tracking while playing, and it should not be too hard. You can also have everybody do their own stats, then add it back later. It's just a lot of the players that are going to be playing on your team are most likely mobile players, and stat tracks like this are going to be really hard to do, but I will be making a video on mobile player stat tracks. So, but that's about it for the video. All of this stuff will be in the description, so if you want access to any of these, it'll just be there. And yep, have a good one.